Hello everyone, Callum here, and today will be watching a video from Crudo, so let's get into it.
The whole time I was seeing him, I was kind of just using it as a psychology experiment, and I didn't really like the guy. I more just wanted to see if I could break his heart, and it was fun.
So did you break his heart then?
Just a wee bit. I hope I did a little damage.
Wow. Okay. Why do you hope that you did a little damage?
I like humbling men.
You like humbling men?
Yeah, it's like my pastime.
Your pastime is humbling men.
Mm-hmm.
You do work at the Spearmint Rhino, so at a strip club. So do you humble men there?
No, I take their money.
The looks on everyone's face as she was saying this, they're all beyond belief. I have almost no words for this. Okay, you like to humble men, get them mad, everything else for your pastime. And then you try and brag about taking their money. In what way does this say that she does not belong on the streets? Because it's just mind-boggling to me.
Well, if this isn't a case of how being greedy can go very wrong, I don't know what is. This is Charlotte Padrell, and she thought she was going to get a pay date from her boyfriend of only a year, Israel Adesanya, who is a UFC two-time champion UFC fighter. He's Nigerian from New Zealand. Now, what Charlotte decided to do is that once they broke up after a little over a year, she decided that she was going to sue him in court for half of his assets. And he has a $15 million fortune, right? Charlotte felt like she deserved half. The basis of her lawsuit is essentially what Mariah Carey did. She felt like that they had spent a year together. She expected to get married to him, and then he dropped her like a hot potato. So she was upset and was like, well, I'm going to sue him because I deserve half of his UFC fortune because I helped him along the way with his career in that year. Mind you, they had never been married. They didn't have kids. They had nothing. Well, she herself has $1 million fortune because she's a real estate mogul. What ended up happening is he put his $15 million fortune in his mother's name. His mother manages his fortune because he had an ex-wife that he did not want to have to split assets with. So essentially what he did is kind of shady, I'm not going to lie, but it helped out in his favor this time. His mother has all full control of his assets and his fortune. His mother has been managing his assets since he started his UFC career. So when they went through the lawsuit and she actually won, it looked like he had made zero earnings for his career, and she was worth $1 million. So Charlotte was ordered to pay $500,000 to him. She looked like the breadwinner. So this was this was a Uno reverse like no other Uno reverses. I think I've heard this story before with a soccer player that this happened with his wife. However, she was not a wife. She was a girlfriend of only 1 year, thinking that she was owed half of his fortune. She didn't put years in with this man. She put 1 year in. And look what God did. It's karma. I'm just saying it's karma. What do you think below? Comment your thoughts. I want to hear what you have to say about this. This had me cackling. This had me cackling for many reasons that I'm not going to get into, but it had me cackling.
Yeah, I would be cackling as well. That's just kind of insane, trying to take X amount of money. Just a basic dating game type thing. It's like, where do you get off trying to get more money even though you already have $1 million? Kudos to this guy having a close family, stuff like that. Gave all his assets to his mother to take care of things. And look what happened. She had to pay him even though she took him to court. It is just amazing to me.
You borrowed $1,000 the past few months.
Yeah, because I needed, like I said, with the bills. Like, if it's just like, oh, you know, like here or whatever, I couldn't like pay for the Uber, so he had to like send me 100. Yeah. But with the other stuff, yeah, like I had to get like 600 for like bills and like whatever, and yeah. I thought you couldn't break those mics. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Dude, you're never going to make it anywhere until he cuts you off and makes you actually go get your own figured out. Because you're never going to have the incentives to figure it out because he's always going to help you. If he can take care of the bills, why would you have the incentive to go
went-
grind and pay the bills?
Literally.
Can you answer that question?
Okay, so
Answer that question. Why would you have the incentive to go out and grind when a bill comes due if he will just pay for it?
because it's not like he can always pay for it. Like with his job, it comes in seasons, like construction. You know what I mean?
Right. So you're taking from someone like that. That's honestly selfish behavior.
And it makes me feel terrible or whatever.
Not terrible enough to consistently do it.
Well, this is a more recent thing that happened though. Like this had been for like the past. I started having these issues I think like about a year ago, because before that I was never asking him for money or anything like that.
Imagine if you had a daughter like that.
Caleb Hammer is a great YouTube. Definitely recommend scoping his stuff out. He does get to the point. He does try to help people out. And in this type of scenario, with a seasonal job, it's not good to constantly try and take money. Because when that keeps happening over and over and over, that person that's helping you can then be on the streets himself. Just because he's trying to take care of you. Like, just try and grind your own thing. Do what is needed to be done in a real life scenario.
20 times as many options as women in the same category. What happens is a woman is dating a guy who she thinks is really good looking, smart, or whatever, and she doesn't realize how many other women.
Sorry for that last one. I didn't realize it did that. As you can tell, I'm watching it with you guys.
Guy approach you know? Just like
tonight?
Like tonight.
Probably like come up to me and be like, hey, you look really nice, you know, or like compliment me.
Yeah, compliments, just saying you
and don't touch me until like, you know, like we actually talk. Like,
I'm
you know
trying to
what I
get
mean?
jiggy, you know what I'm saying?
Guys think they can touch us when they compliment us. I hate that. That's like one of my
Or like you compliment them and then all of a sudden they're touching you, or they buy you a drink and they're touching you, like just
you don't own me.
As always, the refrigerator trying.
Yeah, for that one, I'd say is more entitlement. Both parties should be equals in entitlement. So my thought process, okay, you give them a drink, you could touch their hand, whatever, try to see their reactions. But not touching them at all, it's like, oh, they just want free food. They just want a free drink. They just want to feel great about themselves. I don't recommend this. Try to do something. Show some extra initiative. And as for that, had to be one of the biggest girls I've seen, to be honest. This is just insane. Whew. And she wants a compliment saying that she's pretty. No.
I'm a astrophysicist.
Okay. I loved For the Man That I Deserve. I was in a relationship for 10 years and decided to leave that relationship because he was no longer the man of my dreams. He was a good boyfriend and he never cheated on me, and we were good to each other, but when it came to alignment and what I deserved and what I wanted and saw for myself and my future kids, I wanted to give my kids the best possible father I could, as well as like the best possible life I could give them, and love is not enough for that. So I left. It took me years of contemplation, but now I am in pursuit of finding the man of my dreams again, and somebody who will give my children and me the best possible life. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what you want, it's about what you deserve and what you plan on giving yourself. Because you're young, you're hot, you might as well live your best possible life, especially the one life that you have, the one body that you have, the one like time period that you have. Like, don't waste it away on settling.
You know, I'm not even against her on this one. I don't even see this as a problem. And I know that most people that would watch my content would say, Anton, you are about to go in on her. I'm not. I'm not going to go in on her at all. I don't see a problem with her leaving a person at, what did she say, 10 years? However long that she was in a relationship for the years. I don't see a problem with her leaving whatsoever. And the reason why that is because I believe that she did him a favor. He dodged a bullet. Now, before I deep dive into her whole philosophy, let me help you to understand something. My number one rule when it comes to relationships is you never stop somebody from leaving, because if they left, or if they're communicating that they want to leave, or if they're playing around with the idea of it, let them go, because they've already left in their mind mentally. They are already out the door. As for him, she probably did him a favor, because her mentality and her mindset didn't come from the relationship. It came from outside of the relationship, whether that be people that are in her ear, people that are around her, people that are on social media that's influencing her, telling her that she's a baddie. We all just regular individuals. We all just regular people. Let's be clear. None of these people are baddies. None of these people are above a certain level. We all regular, everyday individuals. But that aside, I will tell you that she just want a man with resources, and she's being influenced into pushing herself into that direction. Nothing more.
Okay, so man, what do I do?
Be reincarnated. You can't get one. Let me be honest, you can't. You're 37 with 2 kids. Why can't you find a husband? Especially if you were with a man for 4 years. Why didn't y'all get married?
It just didn't work out.
You're a college-educated woman. Please do better.
Yeah.
It did not work out, meaning what? Did you break it off, or did he break it off?
Yeah,
Who left?
Broke it off.
You broke it off with him. Why?
I thought I could do better.
Exactly. I'm trying to be as nice as possible. 4 years,
Yes,
and you thought you could do better. Why?
I'm copying to that.
But what did he do?
He was indecisive.
What did he do for a living?
He was a regional director for a fast food company.
A regional manager or a regional director?
Director.
Right. Did he earn more than you?
A lot more.
And what do you do for a living?
I work in customer service.
Like a call center?
Yeah.
Oh, are you trolling me?
I promise I'm not.
So let me get this right. You're an overweight customer service agent.
What? Oh, I would say.
I don't care what you would say. I'm the professional image coach. Look, ma'am, so he was definitely making over 6 figures.
Well, no. He's making that now.
So pay attention, everybody. Average black woman leaves a 4-year relationship because she thinks she can do better. Good for you, brother. Hope you work at a Sonic or White Castle or whatever. Do you have cat insurance, ma'am?
I don't like cats. Danger zone! Oh, God.
Because this is kind of crazy. You've likely already met your guy and you blew it. You didn't say he did anything wrong. You just thought you could do better. Why did you think you could do better?
Well, at the time, he wasn't where he was. This is where he is now. He was working his way up.
Exactly. And like far too many black women, you don't want to wait.
This is what we call do better syndrome. One must do better than the last. Or mishmash and you get a Frankenstein effect by trying to get the best qualities of each person to better not better yourself, but better what the other person has for yourself. In which case, I would just say, if you're in a relationship for 4 years, it's going well, you see someone progressing into a better stable job, in this case a director, stay with them. Enjoy that company. Be with them. Support. Not, oh, I'll break it off to see if I can do better. Even though the guy's making 6 figures now and she's on the streets. It baffles me.
On my way to a first date, we matched on Hinge. I know nothing besides he's good looking and Christian. This is what I'm wearing. And I'm very excited. I'm actually not nervous. I feel like I used to think first dates were so scary, but then I realized that I'm confident in who I am, and it's really just getting to know someone and deciding if you want to be around them again. So there's no nerves. I'm really hungry. That did not go well. nice guy. Very sweet, very handsome, very attractive, very successful. But I feel like I was just like talked at for the last 2 hours. The dinner was great, but I was just like talked at. Okay, not compatible.
Sure, people don't like to be talked at, but majority of people will try to keep talking to try and keep a conversation going rather than having awkward silence. So my guess is she could have been on her phone or whatever else, and just like half ignoring him, even though every single first date is supposed to be an interview. You're interviewing the other person. You're trying to get to know each other. So go do that. Don't be talked at. Invite yourself to the conversation. Ask about himself so he doesn't have to keep prying into you. People don't mind talking about themselves, but you need to open up at least a little bit. She said she had no nerves. She seemed to have a lot of nerves and didn't seem to say anything at all. Well, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.